I've not posted on YouTube for the past 2 weeks, and I just want to give you an update of what's going on in my life. Whether you're my friend watching this and you want to know what's going on in my life, or you're just a stranger online that likes Amiibo, I want to hear gist. This video is for you. So I don't know whatever thumbnail you saw, but every thumbnail ABC test I use, I'm going to talk about each and every one of them. And so I've not posted in YouTube for the past 2 weeks. I can sum the reason up in one phrase and say I've been very busy. You get, notwithstanding the fact that my ring light got bad. I don't know why. Like for some reason where I stay, they had this power surge. My fan got spoiled. I had to fix it. My extension got spoiled. I had to fix it. But my ring light got spoiled, and it got spoiled in a very weird way because the power pack still works, but the light doesn't just come on. You get. So if you have any tips on how I can repair it, or if I should just buy a new one, because that's what I've settled with, buying a new one. So whenever I can, I'll buy a new one. But for today, I'm using natural light. Spirit of pushing content. Let's make content. Yeah, I'm using natural light and I'm making this video work. Before the last content I posted, I shot it like 1 month before I even posted it. Do you get? And I edited it like 2 weeks before I even posted it. So I've just been feeling this, I don't know how to call it, lazy vibe. But for the last 2 weeks, I've actually been busy. And so 2 weeks ago or more, I was supposed to shoot a content with a friend, and around that time, I got a gig to design a movie cover. If you don't know, I'm a graphic designer. My name is going to be saying Chris, by the way. So yeah, I got a gig to design a movie cover, and most of the times when I've designed a movie cover once before. My experience in designing music covers, movie covers, I don't really see things where they even align with the whole idea that I have for the movie cover. You get. So I thought, why not? Let me go to the set, because the set was even close to where I stayed. So I went on set, planning to shoot the pictures just for my movie cover, and one thing led to another. I became their BTS guy. I was there for 2 days and I shot. They paid me separately for that though. But yeah, that cancelled my shoot with my friend, and I actually enjoyed the experience because if I didn't, I wouldn't have done it because it's not like the pay was too much. But it's not about the pay basically. It's not about the pay. It's basically about the experience. Because I wasn't necessarily doing it for the pay, as a matter of fact. So yeah, that was one thing that kept me busy. I'm about to get a job, and I'm saying that because I was supposed to have a final interview or a final meeting with my employers confirming my employment status as of yesterday, but they shifted the meeting to today. Do you understand? So the company I want to work for, here's how their process of employment slash onboarding goes. You have an interview with them and they let you know, normal interview stuff. Who are you? What do you see yourself in 5 years? All that shebang. Then there's a test week, and that test week took my time because during the time of the test week, I was to do a brand identity design for a client, and this client didn't know that I was doing something else. I was doing a test week, and test week runs from 9 to 5 every day. But because these tax were not so much, or we are not so taxing, but they were taxing. They were taxing in the sense that I had to do, then there will be corrections and all whatnot. So the company does test week. I think I didn't really explain that, but let me just run through it. So test week is just basically for them to see how you can work with their tax if you were a member of the company. You understand? So I was able to do this tax, and alongside, there's this event I've been doing the branding for like a couple of months now. So that week was still the week when the event was happening, and so I had to do the brochure of the event. So yeah, a lot was on me that week. I even thought I could shoot content, but I couldn't. And this week we're talking about is last week. You understand? So yeah, that's what happened. Another thing I should let you people know is that my laptop got spoiled, and this was very expected slash unexpected because I was thinking that it was something else that was the problem, and I could handle it and all. But during the test week, in the heat of work on Tuesday last week, my laptop just got bad. I had to go to like slots somewhere around where I stay, and get it fixed. That took up my whole day. You get yeah. So still on the job side of it, like I said, I was supposed to have an interview yesterday and they moved it to today. So that means I don't have an official confirmation that I've gotten the job, but I know I've gotten the job because the Lord told me that I've gotten that job. And I have gotten, the Lord says yes, no man can say no. Secondly, I during test week we started at 22 people, and the last meeting we had sometime around test week, we were remaining 8, and the woman told us that the rest of the people have gone, and if I'm part of the top 8, and they're not just employing one person, just so you know. So I'm not really sure of the amount of people they're employing, but I know that we're remaining 8, and there's no need to have a meeting again after test week with me if I didn't get employed. Or should I just send a message or something? You get so, but I don't have a official confirmation. So I think in next video I'm going to let people know whether I have an official confirmation concerning whether I got the job or not. Then surviving in Lagos. Well, so some updates concerning surviving in Lagos is that I've learned to just cut my quota according to my size and reduce the amount of events I attend, even though I really want to attend them. But I've got to realize that something I've been spending money on recently, which I am planning to stop, is on fuel, because I work remote and I don't value the idea of telling clients, even though I know I've done it a few times, but it's cringy for me to tell them, oh, I don't have lights, I can't meet up. I think that's something I used to say when I was in university, and I'm working, but I have a gen, so I just feel it's right that I charge them enough so that I can be able to afford fuel to do their jobs. You understand? So I'm still easing into that because some clients are still, pricing and all and saying, oh, this is not the price you're used to, blah, blah, blah. But while I'm easing into that is taking up some money that I would have used maybe for transportation. Like, for example, an Endless Ocean did his event, Hexagon. I missed it because I didn't want to put my mind towards it. Also, Reboot Camp is coming, so, I had to plan for that too. And, get accommodation, even though it's still inside Lagos. Get accommodation, feeding, all those things, and whatnot. Yeah. Apart from that, I got to notice during test week last week that my living room, doesn't really have a lot of network. You get the service network in my living room is very low. So I thought of it. I'm the only one in this house. I don't get visitors. I hardly, let me just say, I hardly get visitors. Because some people have come here, but I hardly get visitors. People don't just say, Increase, don't come and see. It has never happened. You understand? So, what the hell? I transferred my table and my chair to my bedroom. As you can see, this is my wardrobe. You get so. My workspace is now in my bedroom because there's more service network here and it's faster than in my living room. So my bed is in my living room. You understand? So yeah, I just had to do that. Hopefully, like in the future, I get to leave this place to somewhere that has better network, better road network, and a better light, so that I'll stop buying fuel. And something about the light, I said I'm going to stop buying fuel. I'm planning to also I don't know what I'm going to do because I'm left with like a lot of choices: solar, inverter, laptop power bank. I heard of that one recently, but I need to get one of these so that I can cut costs for me in terms of like fuel. Especially now that I'm going to have a job, I need to have power 9 to 5 at least, if not any time, because I know that for sure there's usually light in the midnight. So from 12 to like 4 a.m. tops, there's always light. You get, and I can't work at that time because if I work 9 to 5 and still work 12, or it can't just work. You get, even doing freelance, guys, that's not even really advisable. It destabilizes you the next day, and you have to do stuff the next day. You have to wake up the next day if you're a human being. Even if you want to eat, you want to interact with human beings. So yeah, I think maybe If you're a night person, night owl, or whatever you want to call yourself, just start from 6 and end by 12 a.m. and go and sleep. That thing is and if you're in your 20s, remember that you soon be somebody's father. If you normalize staying awake all night and sleeping the day, go nice for your children, sha. Lastly, Reboot Camp is next week. As at the time I'm shooting this video, and as at the time you're going to watch it, because I'm shooting this video on Thursday, I'm going to watch it on Friday. Yeah, Reboot Camp is next week. And so guys, I'm so elated. I'm so happy. I think that's one of the benefits of staying in Lagos. When I was in Port Harcourt, it was a situation of, can I afford to pay for transportation and everything? Do you think, will I go to Reboot Camp? Will I not go to Reboot Camp? I think since I joined CCI, I've experienced 4 Reboot Camps. You get, okay, this is going to be my 4th Reboot Camp I'm experiencing, and 2 of them I didn't attend physically, but I attended one partially physically, because the first experience of Reboot Camp I had, they did Reboot Camp Port Harcourt, Lagos, and Abuja. Then second one, I came to Lagos for Reboot Camp. I think that was my first time in Lagos. Then the third one, I couldn't attend because that was last year, because I planned to come to Lagos earlier this year, and so I was just trying to economize and whatnot. But this one, and for the rest of my life, I'm going to attend, or even if I'm not in Lagos, I'm going to attend. So long as I would attend by God's grace. So yeah, I'm so happy, especially my spiritual life needs it basically. I need it for the next year. I know that next year has a lot of amazing things. This year was my first year out of school, and I was still trying to settle and decide. I'm not saying I've decided, I'm not saying I plan my own, I know everything I'm going to do, but a lot of things were still loading, and it was rough. Trust me, it was really rough. Like, a lot of things happened this year, and I'm still experiencing some of the things that happened in this year, and it's not easy, you get. So I'm still trying to find myself, following God's leading for my life and whatnot. And a lot of things are just happening, and I hope that next year will be better, especially from the experiences I've gotten from this year. Like, I don't have strength. I think it's going to be a story for another day, but let me just give some highlights. I've left 2 jobs that didn't pay me. I've experienced a lot this year, and I hope it just helps me for next year. Thank you guys. If you stay to the end, you're the real MVP. I don't know why I say that. I never say that. But if you stay to the end, you're an amazing person. You get. Love you. Have an amazing day, and wait for my updates. I think it's going to be my next video, but I'm going to shoot that next video tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to let you know, I got the job or not. I'm going to get the job. You get. I'm just going to give you updates. What your boy's doing now. If you're lucky enough, I'll tell you how much I'm making. I never tell anybody, but have an amazing day. Peace.
The clock is ticking. It's almost here. Are you